A warm welcome to Joburg Today. I'm Danica Lilliland. The name Gareth Cliff means a lot of things to different people, but one thing is certain, he's taking radio to a whole new level in South Africa.
The radio industry in South Africa is an emerging industry, judging from the number of radio stations operating in and around the country. But yes, this is a very exciting time for media practitioners, broadcasters and DJs. Despite tough economic times and job retrenchments in certain sectors, including the media industry, there are entrepreneurs who are pushing boundaries, capitalizing on their talent and creating opportunities for others. One such entrepreneur is Gareth Cliff of Cliff Central.
Must have such a tough time with caking. Wow.
I think it's an exciting time in South African media. I think that there's a lot happening. I think it's a really good time if you've got something unique to offer for you to be able to do that on your own terms. Before, you would have had to get a job, and there are only so many jobs in radio, television, and in the media in general. And it's a rarefied sort of environment. Now it's being democratized to a much larger degree. And I think a lot of people are finding spaces where they might not have had those spaces before. One of those spaces is what we're doing, cliffcentral.com. You know, we've got a lot of big names here on the channel, but we've also got lots and lots of people who've never been on air before, who started their first ever presenting job right here with us. And I'm very proud of those shows because they're the ones that I feel have potential to grow in ways that perhaps shows that people might expect aren't necessarily able to grow.
South Africa's radio broadcasting industry is expected to grow its revenue base by more than 50% over the next 5 years. That's according to PwC's research report that tracks media industry trends. The report says advertising revenue streams is expected to rise from 3.6 billion rand in 2012 to 5.5 billion rand in 2017. For most entrepreneurs right now, regardless of industry, it's all about disrupting the current offerings. That means being innovative amongst other qualities.
I think being a disruptor or an innovator right now is actually quite a good thing. I think people are looking for disruption. There's a lot of complacency. There's a lot of room for innovation. I think that also we're in an era where technology has made it possible for many people to be disruptors and innovators. And before, there weren't as many options. No matter how talented you were, no matter how great your team were around you, it was difficult before. Technology has made it very accessible, very easy for people to change the world from their own mobile device, their own laptop.
After spending many years serving at the SABC's 5FM, Cliff said it was time to take his growth to another level.
There's definitely a move now, and I think my timing was fortunate as well. There's a move now to be honest and to be real and to be authentic, which is fortunately something that I had in mind from the very beginning of my broadcasting career. But it wasn't always that way. People have always tried to sound cool. They've tried to say and do the right thing, be popular, go for the biggest possible audience by being completely neutral on certain, very controversial issues. Now I think it's different. People want to know what you really feel and what you think, and you want to really know what they think and what they really feel. So it's a two-way communication, which wasn't possible before.
Like, rather get on the weed, and you know what, if your lungs give in or whatever, then too bad. But at least you're not raping and stealing and murdering and assaulting people.
Cliff Central is one of the newest radio channels in town and is largely successful. But like most entrepreneurs, starting a business comes with unique challenges.
I think that we had a tremendous first year. All the indications are that the second year will be even better, and that we may have to expand exponentially. That's the goal. And I don't know, check in with me in a year's time and I'll be able to give you a better forecast. I'm not good at being Nostradamus, and I don't like looking back to the point where it occludes your ability to keep moving.
Last year, 15 new stations, both commercial and community, were launched. Experts say they feel that the South African radio landscape should be a lot more competitive than it is right now, and there should be more stations licensed. Ultimately, because stations won't be able to get away with mediocrity, the listener will win in the end. Nashina Mohammed for Joburg Today.
I'm John Terode and you're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation with us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. If you're one of those people who's constantly on the move, then pockettv.mobi, that's pocket with an I. The South African education system has gone through some major upheaval in the last 10 years. We took to the streets of Braamfontein to see if people feel their high school education has prepared them for real life.
High school did not prepare me for real life because as you get to college, there are things that you had to be taught about that you actually realize that you weren't taught in high school. So I don't think it actually prepared me for real life.
No, because they didn't teach us how to survive in the real world. All they taught us was maths, life science, and business studies. The real thing that we were supposed to learn is how to survive.
I'd say yes, because I didn't know anything when I was in high school, and apparently my teachers told me something. And it's not only about learning and also about basic life exactly.
Honestly, I feel it didn't prepare me to the fullest. I could have learned other things within high school education. I guess a practical experience is better than a theoretical experience. So yeah, high school didn't prep me.
I could say yes and no, because there could have been more that could be put into our syllabus. Kids now have a better chance if they use it wisely, because back in the day you only had your syllabus, no other job readiness programs or other things that you can do besides your syllabus. So the syllabus back then, it was good, had all the fundamentals, but didn't have enough outside of it.
Hi, I'm Tansy Katsia, former Miss South Africa 2007, and you're watching Joburg Today.
The building of the Johannesburg Holocaust and Genocide Center is done, and it will be open to the public in February 2016.
Johannesburg is a very diverse city. Among those living here are refugees and survivors of genocide. The Johannesburg Holocaust and Genocide Center dedicated its finished building today as it prepares to open its doors early next year.
So this is a dedication ceremony for the building, this magnificent building that you see around you of the Johannesburg Holocaust and Genocide Center. It's the first time, actually, that the public will see it inside and out.
The idea for a center started in 2007, and 3 years into the process, the city joined the effort. The city of Johannesburg granted the lease and zoning accommodations for the center to be built. Ground was broken, and construction began in 2012. 3 years later, the building is complete, and early next year, the center will be open to the public.
What happened in 2007 was we started with the idea that we want to have a center that will be an educational center, that will train teachers, that will go to schools. We didn't know what exactly we wanted. And then the idea started to develop, and we said, but this city, Johannesburg, that is attracting millions of people, millions of visitors, need also a museum that will talk about genocide, that will teach about genocide. We really thought that what we need to do is not only an educational center, but a center of memory, a center that will teach lessons for humanity. And more than anything, our center strives to learn from history, the Holocaust, the Rwandan genocide, Armenia, Namibia. We need to learn how to speak about those issues of human rights, about those issues of race, of othering. So our mission statement is really about how do you combat prejudice? How do you create a society that is more tolerant, that is more accepting, that looks at differences not as threat, but as just differences?
I'm Samuel Gebhardt for Joburg Today.
I'm Zondile Ngubeni and you're watching Joburg Today.
Be sure to check out our playlist for more, as well as the latest episode of Leading Opinion with Nashina Mohammed. That's it from me, Danica. I'll leave you with Build It Up by Monarch.
Back in ETV.
Love is the strangest feeling. Oh, you won't get enough, but it won't last forever till you got pretty rough. Fear is a crazy feeling. Oh, it will drag you down, but it won't last forever till you've gotten pretty tough. I can't wish to fly, but I'm gonna spread my wings, and we ain't giving up till we've seen it all. Yeah, we can build it up when it feels like breaking down. So keep a little bit, oh, keep a little bit of your heart. We can build it up when you're losing all control. So keep a little bit, oh, keep a little bit of your soul. Now let your heart believe in what you're living for. Knowing, and if you never find something you adore, oh, love that crazy feeling. Yeah, you won't get enough, but it won't last forever till you got them pretty tough. I can't wish to fly, but I'm gonna spread my wings, and we ain't giving up till we've seen it all. Yeah, we can build it up when it feels like breaking down. So give a little bit, oh, give a little bit of your heart. We can build it up when you're losing all control. So give a little bit, oh, give a little bit of your soul. I wanna break the silence of anonymity. You wanna go and start a war since you were 17. I wanna shake the chains of your animosity. You're willing, but you're holding on to all your vanity. I wanna break the silence. I wanna set us free, so we can work on moving on instead of retreat. We can build it up when it feels like breaking down. So keep a little bit, oh, keep a little bit of your heart. We can build it up when you're losing all control. So keep a little bit, oh, keep a little bit of your soul. Give a little bit of your heart.